Okay, Sparkle Tits. Here we are. Dust 2. I'm going to go over just a few smokes and call spots. Doing like kind of just refreshing some smokes for myself. And I'll just go ahead and go over them here. I am in T-spawn. Dust 2. I'm going to start with an Xbox smoke. This wall is just a little bit to my left. I'm aiming for the middle of the box. And I'm going to jump through. It's a perfect Xbox smoke. Next smoke I'm going to do is for the corner cross, long A. I'm also throwing this from T-spawn. I'm going to go in line with the door just a little over and draw up to this dark spot here and jump through. That's going to hit the door, just bounce out just a little bit to give you nice cover here if your teammate's coming out. And I'll flash, I'd be the one flashing them out probably from behind as well. I will try to veer from going into too much of how I will use the smokes, but I'll do spots. So here's suicide, because when you run straight down here, it takes less time to get mid, but it's also pretty suicidal because there's an op there. Here we have right side mid. Okay, all three of those spots. Right side mid. Left side mid. Outside long. Behind long doors. Long door tunnel. Okay. Not to be confused with B tunnel, so, you know, you could call it door halls, but it's like, you know, if you're saying long A door and then in the tunnel. Okay. And then behind the doors on the other side of long A, so this would be CT side and T side. Blue box. I've said before, usually spots, you know, you can make up spots for any place on the map, but usually spots that have names, like official names, are because people can play in those spots and you can't see them from certain angles. So, like, you know, just generally clearing this spot, for example, and then you turn this way. It's like, oh, hey, it would have been nice to know there was one, like, camping in the crevice. And so you're needing to call these spots, same here. They're coming out the doors here. Maybe clear here, here, and then start to look over here. It's like, if you know there's one there, you gotta call it. So this is spots all have spots. This is blue container. I think this is behind it, basically. That's behind blue. You could say this is in front of blue, I guess. This is side pit. Pit. And pit plat. Okay, here we have long A corner. Long A car. Car and car cubby. Okay, this is the cross. Where the T's cross. And elevator. And before I get too much into other spots, I'm gonna do some other smokes from over here. Alright. This is just a left click smoke for CT. Okay. Pushing up against the wall here, so it gets me in the corner. If you push forward here, it pushes you out. So you want to left strafe in if you're facing this way, or just go into the corner, kind of get into that spot, and then let go of your keyboard. And we're aiming for the edge of this ledge here on the top, and the edge of this shadow from the post here, and that's a jump throw for CT spawn. So that's a nice smoke. Alright. Next one's a molly. You're in the same corner here. So you could like do that smoke, and then this molly, you're aiming for the little power box keypad and a jump throw from molly corner. Alright. And this walking throw smoke is a pain in the ass. But if you stand on the edge here and you aim at the bottom of this crack here, and you hold your walk key for about 3 seconds and then jump throw, and 1, 2, 3 jump throw. Hits the tooth, bounces, not hitting the ledge, and goes nice and deep in their CT. And I can do that without being, you know, the molly goes down car, but I can do that without being exposed to the cross. So someone throws another smoke on the cross, so that's double smoked. That's the best if you just had one, and then it's always easy to excuse me. It's always easy to kind of standing around the corner of this, just not jump throw, but just run and toss. But you want to aim pretty high, like above the tooth, so that it actually hits the tooth and goes over that. See, like that one actually hit the wall. Okay, so yeah, paid. Alright, maybe I should just give up. Coming up along a ramp. Here we have ramp, barrels, goose. This is top of ramp, bottom ramp. Okay. Default. Plant for long. Plant safe. Actually, wait. This is actually technically planting safe is default. And I mean, obviously this would be inside. Oh my god, I'm dying. I knew I should have chugged a bunch of water before doing this. Alright. Cat. Plant for cat. When you plant for cat, you usually want to go into the spot that you actually plant for. You know, unless you're really trying to psych them out and doing something specific, but cat is over there, and this is short. So cat's kind of like divided. This is short to A or short, and then cat is over there. Okay, so here we don't have really a name for that. You could say this is Gandalf here. We do have a name for this one. Because if you have an op, or even a rifle, whenever you're above your upper ground, you have an advantage. So when you're looking down like this, you can see them kind of before they can see you, even when you're just wide peeking like this. And then you can play like a more passive angle where, and this is a little bit dangerous, where they kind of can't see you coming upstairs, but they can see you. So what I do, or I recommend doing, is just playing a little bit of a passive like a little bit more of a wider angle, and then just strafing, you know, where you can go and then dip out, which you can't do with this, but you know, and then get your damage and fall back. Here's Ninja. This is plat short. I don't know. Actually, the pit plat, and then we called this plat too, but they call it short, so you could call that, I don't know. I should look. I downloaded the thing and see if they have another name for that spot. Here we go. Hands free. Doesn't say anything. It just says ninja spot. So, all right. This is short cat stairs. It's a short egg catwalk. Okay. Cat cubby. Xbox. Here we go back to top, mid. This used to be a palm tree. Okay, so it will forever be a palm tree. So just when someone says tree, this is the tree. This is the palm tree on desk 2. Okay, so top, left, mid, palm tree. Right, mid. Mid. Xbox. Let's see some smokes. I was gonna look up the smoke from cat, but basically you can probably figure that one out. I'm gonna do the jump up smoke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you can just figure out. Okay, you can go whatever. It's this board, this dot, and then you move over to basically where the shadow is right here, and you're like right on the edge there, and you're ducking down. See, I'm ducking down, and it's a jump throw. Okay, some pro shit. Okay, so you do that. This one's standing, and you just aim at the dot there. Actually, did I fuck that up again? So the other day, yeah. It's not that dot. It's the one on the inside there. So, like that. That. And that. That's your double smoke CT with the jump up smoke. And then people like flashing. It's common to flash left side, but another thing you can do is just smoke this corner. There's fancy ways to smoke it, but it's nice. Smoke it after you have this double smoked. It gives you some time to like clear up close, and then just flash into the smoke and push backside B. So all of this space is backside B. Okay. CT spawn. This is whatever, crevice or something. I should really look at the overview and see what it says, but this is like that jump up spot. Let's see. I like looking at the thing just because they kind of like redid the map. And alright, so it just says CT spawn, but okay. It's like deep CT, jump up, and then because jump up is here, but you can kind of see over these boxes, so that smoke lands like right there, and there. Okay, here's a smoke for tunnel for like, this is like more, could be more a CT smoke for retake, but I'm like lined up with this crack right here, and then I'm just turning over and I'm aiming at the corner of this box on the edge, and that's a jump throw. That goes nice and deep into the tunnel there. Okay. Okay. Here we're coming up to scaffolding. Okay. Again, an angle where they can play, where you can come out mid and they can't really see you unless they're... You can't see them unless they're peeking you. So, this is mid truck. Okay. And then also they can kind of camp behind this spot if you're coming out CT, but also for picking mid too, this is a good... The main alteration on the new edition of this map is that they made the gap in this door is like super huge, so you can actually kind of play B from right here, outside mid, which you couldn't do that before. Here's the window B. This is sight. You can kind of duck behind this box here. Like there's like the ground's sort of uneven, but you can duck behind this box where you can only see window here, and then you can kind of pop up and sight, deep sight, planning safe. Oh, actually this is planning safe here, just behind the double stack. Because while you're planning, they can't just push you from the window and the door. Like the door is a little dangerous, and the window too, like you want to kind of plant kind of close to the window side here. That's a safe plant. And then also tunnel, they they can spot you from tunnel. Oh shit, my in-game's not unbind. They can spot you from tunnel, but anyway, this is a safe plant spot. This is platform B. Big box. Double stack. Back plat. Fence. Car. Closet. Okay, and this is an important like spot to be able to call. They can hide here from window and door, but not tunnel. But if you hide here, see that? See that angle? So if I'm coming out here, they can hide in that corner. I can pretty much see them. Can't see them even here until I get here. This is on the boxes. On the boxes B. Upper tunnel. Left side tunnel. T-spawn side tunnel. Lower tunnel. I'm just going to show you the most useful smokes, okay? So you just come up to this, hump this box, put your crosshair up here, and left click. It's not even a jump though, nothing fancy, and boom. Okay, you come out here, clear, 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 or you just come out here and just clear, throw a molly here, and then clear the car. Always clear the fence too, so, you know, we had to coordinate who does what. And it was incidentally Y-pracking this map is a good way to figure that out too. Cause so basically you just set like 100% spawns coming out this way, and we can go into that more. But basically, you can kind of see whether you're a person that's a single person or you have more people with you. Either way, and if you're trying to clear these angles, obviously you're going to be exposed to this first. And, well, first you're exposed to door. Then you're exposed to here. Then you're exposed to here. So you need to clear them in that order. Okay? So you clear. This guy's not going to want to expose himself when you're doing that. Potentially. You know? But, or you just clear. And clear. This is like the kind of thing you want to practice, because if they're playing a crossfire, like one there and one here or something like that, and then you can use that in reverse. Good notes. Alright, it's a smoke for B doors, smoke for B tunnel, go backside B, T-spawn, or no, sorry, not backside B. Backside B's by mid that other door, and that's just B doors. Mid doors is double doors. This is T-spawn side B. T-spawn car, and here we go, full circle. Car outside long, and I think that they should definitely name this spot something, so let's call it Tumbleweed. Ha ha ha! We can just go, we have had fun making up, some of our own names for stuff, too. Alright, I'm gonna keep this short, so I can just, like, upload it. Let's see if I'm thinking of any other smokes. Oh yeah, there was kind of a really good play here I wanted to show you guys. Because a lot of smokes, like some of the smokes are done in execution, like with others people, like you can see, like if you get all of your guys out long, you can do that smoke for CT mid, and then maybe have one guy going lower to like fake the B split or something. But generally, I'm just trying to give you stuff that you can work out by yourself. So if you're just running here mid, if you have a guy opping suicide, you want to make sure you're calling your flash if you're gonna flash it. But even doing this with him there can be a good thing, because when he's opping mid, or she's opping mid, they're paying attention to both lower mid door and cat, and then they also can push mid door like behind the Xbox, so they should be pretty hyper focused here. So smoking off the cat, making it so that the cat player has to like commit and push to peek, could and should help them. So here's a play, basically, whether you have an opera there or not, is just on the run, throw a smoke kind of up and toward that window there. And that lands, damn it, not where I want it. Well, actually, that's pretty good, actually. Okay. Running smoke. Flash. Cross this way. Okay. And then what you just did there is, if he's opping on the left side there, you know, you flashed and got across to this side. And then you just run and jump into the smoke this way till you get to the wall, and then you just run up the wall. If you can see over the smoke without, like, be aware of this, obviously he's playing that wall angle, or the truck. Oops. Is to just toss a flash up onto that window there. And that makes a nice deep flash. It should actually flash. If you do like a running throw, it'll go really deep and flash even the steps. So ideally you have a bunch of people behind you and you do that, and you can even run into your own flash. Okay. It's a good way to get up cat fast. There is some smokes for CT from cat, and one of them's like, I think it's like that, maybe? Tried this before. Oh, that's pretty nice. Yeah, that'll work good. So if your guy and cat does that one, and then you do the jump up one. Okay. Trying to remember smokes on the fly in the middle of a match or something when there's pressure on can be tricky, so it's like all about repetition. And so I just go into the practice server and just refresh them occasionally and make sure I'm hitting them accurately. Some of them get more difficult than others. Some of them are pretty forgiving, and others less so. Like that CT smoke from long on this side is not forgiving at all, and the other one as well, because it does like some weird fancy bouncing. Thanks to Refrag for revolutionizing grenades in Counter-Strike. Yeah, what's up? If you didn't already hear about that, it's like some OP stuff. Anyway, good game.